Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. Very strange little story that's popped up. I think it's in the Express newspaper. Comes from Tom Quinn, and whenever I see Tom Quinn I think, well, this is my personal opinion. This has come straight from Madame in Montecito. And it's a weird little story about Archie, or Prince Archie as he is described in this article. And this is about Tom Quinn claiming that Meghan fears Britain will become Prince Archie's longed for fantasy as he gets older. And this is why allegedly she has not wanted King Charles to ever, I'm quoting, send her children extravagant presents. Then it does go on to say in this article, although it's not clear whether Charles even sent any presents this year. And this is in light of Harry's BBC interview saying that they are not on speaking terms, he and his father. Anyway, it continues to tell us that Archie loves the idea that his grandfather lives in a castle. Never mind, the other one lives in a condo in a cheap apartment block in the Philippines. Meghan is worried that a magnificent shepherd's hut or similar extravagant present would only increase Archie's growing interest in his royal connections. And it continues to tell us that Archie has lots of books about kings and princesses and castles. When I saw the thing about the shepherd's hut, I thought, it's a bit Marie Antoinette. And we all know how that went. And it also reminded me of my constant mocking of Has-Been if he ever went back to the UK, how he'd be stuck in a gamekeeper's lodge on some sort of blasted heath far, far away. But apparently this Marie Antoinette thing, the shepherd's hut that the king is going to send over to Mudslide Mansion for Archie to play in, it's mind-boggling. I assume it references the late Queen Elizabeth's playhousey thing that she and Margaret got. I can't remember the circumstances, but it was used in the Netflix documentary. As far as I can recall, Harry and Meghan gained access to it through, I think, Princess Beatrice, and took photos inside or did something that they should not have, which caused great distress amongst the royals, and especially I think the late Queen. Anyway, it's a weird story. So I want to know, with the Gilded Tarot, I want to know what's going on here. What game is Meghan playing? I want to know what idea Archie has, if at all, of his grandfather Charles. He hasn't met either grandfather. Allegedly met Charles briefly once or twice, according to Lady C. That was when he was a babe in arms, and wouldn't have known if he was meeting I don't know who I can say. Donald Trump, it would have meant the same to him. So there's that. Then I want to know what Archie thinks about Britain and castles and things like that, because it's so unkind. If he's being fed all these stories and yet he's being shut out quite deliberately and willfully by his parents from this fantasy world. What game is she playing? And what presents, if any, has Archie ever received from King Charles? How awkward to have to send presents over. We know about the waffle maker from the late Queen, allegedly. But if you're not quite sure where this child fits in, who this child is, how this child came to be, what do you do? And you're not on speaking terms with its parents, and you're very suspicious of anything the parents might do. If you do send over a nice present, it's bound to appear on social media or something like that. What do you do? It's awful, in my opinion. And of course, this is just tarot, and it's for fun and entertainment, and it is all just my opinion and speculation, just an energy reading. Disclaimer in the box below. We have the Lovers showing up in the Gilded Tarot. Harry and Meghan, of course. Also, of course, choices. Who do you choose to partner with? Who do you choose to align yourself with? And this is very much sidling back into being royal adjacent, isn't it? Interesting that this story has come out just as ever, has flopped as ever. And now, we're royals. It's Prince Archie, and it's all about kings and castles and princesses and all of that stuff and extremely extravagant presents from King Charles that this child is allegedly getting. Really? Let's see. Situation, that's the underlying energy. Situation, you've got the 7 of Pentacles and it's in reverse. That's the 7 years of bad luck card for me as a tarot reader. Of course, been married now for 7 years. Who would ever have thought? And we all thought we'd be called off the night before or the day before. That's how I can remember thinking back in the day. It seems like an eternity ago. But this is the investment card, this taking stock card. In reverse, no return on investment. Very basically, this situation has not unfolded the way Megan thought it was going to unfold. I doubt very much that extravagant gifts have been sent off to Prince Archie by King Charles. I doubt very much that that has happened. We'll find out. But so far, it has failed signally to feather Madame's nest, this producing Prince Archie. So let's see. What is Archie's view of his grandfather, the King of England? What does he think about that? Poor little thing, as I say, cut off from both grandfathers by his awful parents, in my opinion, awful. So all he sees is on TV processing and, you know, trooping the colour and whatever. So what does Archie make of all of this? His grandfather, his lack of relationship with his grandfather, Page of Cups in reverse. This either is grandfather's not interested, grandfather only is interested in being King of England and couldn't be bothered about little boy far, far away in Montecito. Can read it like that, which is very, very sad. Or Archie has been told that there is no connection, grandfather doesn't care. So either he perceives it himself, he's figured out that, or he's been told we're not on speaking terms. Grandfather is nasty. Grandfather won't apologize. Grandfather doesn't care about you. But it's emotional distance. It's coldness. There is no connection. Whether he's been told it or whether he perceives it that way. Awful. So how about the castles and the princesses and all these things that he apparently is obsessed with and he's got books about? What does he think about all of that? Could he care less? Little 6-year-old. Ace of Wands. Somehow this is being presented to him as kind of holy grail with that Ace of Wands. Very powerful card. It's enchanting how it's coming through. Energetically, it's a bit Lord of the Ringsy, my precious. There's that energy around it. This is what you want. This is what you must be striving for. He's being told this. He's being told coldness, alienation, or he's perceiving it. But he's also being told, you must want this. This is your future. This is where your future lies. This is who you are. This is what you deserve. It's such mixed messaging. It's so confusing. It's so, in my opinion, this is my tarot reading, my energy reading, my wild speculation. This is really messing with this little boy's head, because this is your grandfather. He couldn't care less about you. He only cares about his uniform and his castles and his importance and his medals and all that silliness. But actually you must want it too. This is your birthright, your future. So, what game is Madame in Montecito playing? I speculated she's playing a game. Let's ask. Maybe I'll be wrapped over the knuckles by tarot and it'll say, no, she's innocent and she's not doing anything wrong. Oh, we've got the Empress in reverse. That's a divine female energy, the Queen of all queens, the Empress. It's the mother figure. It's the one who is supposed to be bountiful and generous and kind-hearted and benevolent and creative and all things beautiful. and it's in reverse. That's cold, cruel, manipulative, malevolent, anything toxic that can be ascribed to feminine energy. That is the Empress in reverse. She's up to no good. She's being particularly malevolent, I would say, with this mixed messaging that's coming, that's going to her child, I believe, from these cards, that he's being messed with, as well as the royals. And this is always Diana energy, but it's also mother, and what kind of a mother, and is she the mother, and all of that is in there. Those questions are forever swirling around her. When the royals think about her, they think, who is she? What is she? How do we figure this out? What do we do with her? What game is she playing? How dangerous is she? How disturbed is she, possibly even? I don't know where that came from, but it came through. So I'm going to remind you, it's all allegedly, in my opinion, and da-da-da-da-da. Let us look at what gifts, if any, Archie has ever received from the king, his grandfather. His one grandfather, other grandfather doesn't matter, because he lives in the Philippines, and who cares about him? Losing my voice here, interestingly, and I had to stop and have a little cough, so sorry about that. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. In my opinion, Archie has not received anything of any value from King Charles. Not with the king, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's maximum money, the Ten of Pentacles. It's very royal. It's very family heirloom stuff that you pass down through the generations. The shepherd's hut, you know, something similar. So Megan's trying to manifest this. She's trying to manifest generous gifts because so far she hasn't succeeded in getting anything of value for her children. Interestingly, for those who think that the royals are secretly funding or whatever, they might be paying things like school fees, nannies, private security, whatever, but they are not sending lavish gifts over to Montecito that Madame might sell on eBay. And yes, I'm being sarcastic and snarky, but who knows what Madame might be selling on eBay or similar. Ten of Pentacles in reverse is left out, not part of that legacy, that huge amount of generosity, that abundance that could be showered on these children. If they were in the royal fold, they would be getting all manner of glorious things, or so at least Megan believes, and she wants some of it. She clearly wants some of it. She's clearly telling you, need to focus yourself on this. This is what you should be aspiring to. This is what you should be demanding as your birthright. Very, very calculating, very cold, very toxic messaging that's going out from someone who, in my opinion, reading the energy of these cards, may or may not be an actual mother in the biological sense, which is Empress in reverse. So I feel really sorry for this poor kid. Doesn't know what to think. Certainly has been told that he's not loved, he's not wanted, and this king is a cold-hearted king, his grandfather, who's couldn't be bothered to make peace with the dreadful duo in Montecito, not bothered to apologize, to reach out, to even send a note. The Page of Cups is messaging, not even a card. Psychologists be queuing up to deal with the fallout from this, in my opinion. Horrible, horrible energy on this tarot table, and definitely trying to sidle back into the royal fold just by association, by writing articles like this, in my opinion, or getting other people to write them also, in my opinion. That's it from me for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.